Aramis, how you doing, man? Great to talk to you.
Are you on a spaceship, Brandon?
Dude, it looks like it sometimes, right? This is our studio, but
Nice.
our entire studio team is like either on vacation or sick. So when I'm doing it myself, it looks like I'm kind of isolated, floating in a space station.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But man, it's good to talk to you. I want to start. I have kind of made up a little headcanon of my own for your character in Miss Marvel, and I like to think that your character from one comic book universe that got saved by Catwoman is now has now taken it and like saw Catwoman be a badass. I was like, you know what? I want to be a badass too. So found a way to become a Red Dagger.
Yep.
Come on, is there something there?
It all started there. I'm just trying to impress Anne Hathaway, you know?
Aren't we all? But I thought that was funny. I was going through everything you've done. I was like, oh, this could be the first crossover. You're one of the few actors who's done both. Do you how I mean, obviously those are very different experiences, but again, they're years apart. But how different are these are the sets and these environments? Are they similar?
Oh, I mean,
all these years later?
Super different. Like I was 12 years old when I did The Dark Knight, or The Dark Knight Rises. And I like as a 12-year-old in the industry, you don't understand anything that's going on, you know? So like I have Christopher Nolan like giving me direction. I'm like, who the fuck are you? You know, or sorry, I can't cuss. Who are you? You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm with Christian Bale and Anne Hathaway, and as a kid, it's like I didn't know who they were. So it was like it really was like any other day on set to me. You know, looking back now, I'm like, if I was this age on that set coming in, you know, working 2-3 days, I would be very, very intimidated. But I don't think you have any inhibitions as a kid.
That's funny. And look, now you and Christian Bale are both here with Marvel. I don't know. You guys feel like you guys planned that, but
I actually saw him. I saw him recently at what premiere was it? The Thor premiere. He was
I was there too. That was a fun night.
Nice. Yeah. Wait, did we meet?
No. I didn't. I got shuffled off the carpet. They were like, "Get in the theater, guy."
Oh, like, yeah. Security's always going crazy at the Marvel premieres. I'm always like, dude, chill.
Dude,
okay.
That movie was awesome. But listen, so let's talk about your character Kareem. So you get cast as a Red Dagger, a character known as Red Dagger from comics. What's the first thing you do? Do you open pages of comics? Do you start researching, or do you say like, I gotta stick? What was that process like?
I definitely think there was some research in the comics, but I think the difference between Miss Marvel and a lot of the other comic to show adaptations is that Miss Marvel is quite new. All these characters are very new. So there's not a lot of stuff online about them or in the comics even. You know, there's some backstories built and things like that. But for me, I feel like we're kind of creating the characters as we go. And I think the comics will follow in line with the show. So it felt very much like a clean slate, like we were able to have creative freedom to create the character that we wanted to create.
That's awesome. You guys are doing a great job with it so far. The first time your character meets Iman's Kamala, it's a fight. You guys are thrown down at a train station. What was the first time for you and Iman to meet? Because I know she loves this stuff. I imagine you're a Marvel fan yourself. What was your energy like the first time you guys got? Was it a fight? Did you throw down?
The first time we actually met was during our screen test here in Los Angeles years ago.
Okay.
Years and years ago. And we were both in the makeup chair sitting next to each other and just talking. Super casual meetup. And we had Luis Despacito was directing our screen test. So we were hanging out with him. She was super excited to meet him. I didn't quite know who he was. So we were just talking about cars and stuff. I didn't realize he was like practically making the decision if I was going to play Red Dagger or not. Luckily, it all worked out very well. But yeah, that's
for the best.
Yeah, it was for the best that I didn't know. Same with Christian Bale and Anne Hathaway, you know, like it's best you just don't know. But yeah, her and I became such good friends. We lived next to each other in Thailand. So we would, you know, we hung out all the time. And
that's epic.
Yeah. The chemistry on screen was very much bred from the chemistry off screen.
That's cool. No, I saw her do an interview where she said that when she was filming in Atlanta, Tom Holland walked over and spoiled Spider-Man No Way Home for her, just showed her a picture of Toby and Andrew. Have you had that experience? Because I know the Marvel family, once you're in it, you're all under that same NDA. Anything that we've seen so far that you were like, oh, wow, I learned something that I wouldn't have learned unless I was part of this family?
I mean, I knew Harry Styles was in Eternals. I knew about the 3 Spider-Men. Trying to think what else. Man, most of this stuff like kind of goes over my head because I like I don't care all that much.
Sure.
But Iman is very invested in it. So she'll tell me stuff and I'm like, oh, word, really? Like, oh, okay.
That's funny. So your character, he's got a little bit of mystery to him. So I'm curious, did they give you the full story up front? Did they keep anything from you about your own storyline?
No, definitely not. I think the creatives on our show are super upfront with us and also very collaborative on making these characters. So we spoke about Kareem's background. We spoke about his family background and what he means to the Red Daggers and what the Red Daggers mean to him. So I think going in, I had a pretty clear idea of who Kareem was. But I think the thing that makes scene work so dynamic is when there's a story that had happened before you're actually seeing it, and a story that's going to continue happening after you're off screen. So I think it's super important to figure out, like, what is his family life like? Where does he live? How long has he been a part of the Red Daggers? What is his training regimen? All of these things are things that we talked about and ultimately build a nuanced character.
Yeah. So talking about how that universe continues to exist beyond this, it's a huge universe, lots of actors, lots of characters. Anybody you think it would be fun if Kareem goes on beyond Miss Marvel? I'm sure you've got this question already today. Any characters you want to cross over with?
Yeah, I said Moon Knight, but that's pretty selfish because I'm just a huge Oscar Isaac fan.
Again, aren't we all?
Incredible actor. I look up to him a lot. So I look forward to meeting him and working with him eventually, hopefully.
That'd be cool, man. Well, hey, absolute pleasure to talk with you. Congrats on being part of this. I hope this is just the beginning, and keep up the great work.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Talk soon.
Have fun on your spaceship.